Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know we drink.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, are you ready to do what I asked you to do?
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday on Ruby. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add or say?
No, just saying happy birthday to my Aunt Ruby from your niece Vicky.
All right. I know you had something else you had to do today, so have fun.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Food for the Soul with Chef Ramon Weldon. How was your weekend? And shout out to Ruby Weldon Gaston, who had a birthday on Sunday. We just had Vicky singing happy birthday. Dr. Sandy Hill, James Gaston, Stacy, Jennifer, who has a birthday on tomorrow. And to Keith Fields, who had a birthday on today, I think. A lot of December birthdays. To Jason, to my niece, and to my nephew. Check me out on Blogspot Radio at Food for the Soul. Check me out on my blog, Food for the Soul. Follow me on Twitter at RCW112. Email me at rcw112@yahoo.com or Gmail at weldonr12@gmail.com. If you have any feedback or anything you would like to say to me, I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the last holiday, Thanksgiving, because we're getting ready for another one in 2 more weeks. Please follow me on or call me at 646-915-9934 if you want to talk to me or make comments. Food for the Soul menu: fried tilapia with yams, tomato, grits. Drink green tea with pomegranate. Yes, it's my mama's favorite meal. And for dessert, red velvet cake. Food for the Soul thought for today: give me my flowers while I yet live. This is a special show today because it's a birthday dedication to the greatest woman in the world, my mother, Reuben May Weldon Jackson. Her song, I'm Going to Trust in the Lord Until I Die. Over the last week, there's a lot to be said about a great man, but where do I find to fit it all in the show? My Uncle May's funeral was this past Saturday, and he was a great leader. He did a lot of work in the church, and he was in the Vietnam War. When you live your life so good that it speaks for you, there is nothing else to be said. And Nelson Mandela, what a great leader, great man, who been through a lot and ended up being the president in Africa. There's so much to talk about him. Last week I talked about sagging pants, and I wonder why young men can't follow a good role model like my uncle or Nelson Mandela or MLK, men that were not boys but stood for something. As I said earlier in the show, Sunday was my mother's birthday, and she was a great woman. She worked 2 or 3 jobs while in college and also worked hard in the church. Raising 4 kids on your own is not easy, and we got people with 1 child and crying the blues. I remember a lot growing up, and it was not an easy road to travel. Mother made sure we did our best and she never depended on welfare or anything else. I know it can get hard trying to be a mother and a father, but do you really want a man with sagging pants to come in and run your household? Yeah, I'll jump back on that for a second. Yes, ladies, you have to set your standards high. Dress like a woman with a purpose and a meaning. You don't always have to wear tight things or dress half naked to get a man's attention. All you have to do is be you. Do you want a man to notice you for your mind or for your body? Which one is more important? If you put God first in your life, he will make sure that you get a man that will treat you with the level of respect that you need and will make sure that you are his queen. Stop settling for less when you can have so much more. My father passed when I was very young. Do you think it was easy to start over with nothing and work your way up? Ladies, please know, if you settle for any man, you will get what you ask for any man. Is it worth saying I got a man to have that man cheat on you, dog you out, so you can put on Facebook how happy you are? Women, be an example for your kids. Be a role model. Think before you speak or act. Remember, you are the one that your child look up to or your children. And I can say I have a great mother. Can your kids say the same thing about you? Ask yourself, did you do the best by them, or did you spend all your time getting high or drunk? My mother believed in education and hard work. I wonder, how do you feel? I have a lot to say in a very few minutes to say it in, but I will say what I have to say. To be a great parent, you have to know how to manage your money as well. You have to understand the meaning of hard work. And you know your kids come second, but God comes first. Life lessons can be taught by a good teacher, but you as a student has to learn them. A great leader will know how to make it and don't fall down. My mother set the example for us to follow. It is up to us to follow it. I think her greatest lesson to me when I go, what will you do? In other words, if you are not wise to think for your future, no one is going to take care of a grown person. So also work hard and was a great leader in her church. She was in a lot of things. She had a lot of auxiliaries. She worked in many positions. She made sure that we went to church because as a parent, it is your job to teach your children what's right or what's wrong. It is your job to be tough and hard. As a parent, I know you want a relationship, but do you have a relationship with your kids yourself? Do you have respect for you when you go out and people see you? I know looking sexy is a thing, but do you want someone to respect you or just sex you? Men only have 2 kinds of women in their lives. The ones that they play with and the ones that they bring home to mother. Which lady are you? Are you the lady in the street or are you the one he wants to be his wife? Remember this, if you never meet mama or grandmama or auntie after a year or so, you will never meet them. This man knows you are not the one. My mother must have did a great job for me to do a whole 30 minutes about her. And if I had more time, I would say a lot more. All I can say is when you have a great mother who lives a good, clean life, she deserves all your respect and honor. And remember this, how a man treats his mother is how he's going to treat you. I know I'm very blessed to have a mother still living, and I can say that she was great to all of us, and we love her thanks for making us go to church and making sure that we understood the importance of education. Thanks for not bringing all kinds of crazy people in our lives. We've been through a lot, but I can only say we love each other as a family. When we were younger, yes, Lord, we used to fight over the front seat, the TV, and many other things, bathroom included. But we are older now, and thank God to have everyone still living in a good stepfather as well. God knows what he was doing, so let him do it, and you don't have to get into the way. Sometimes we can mess things up by not thinking, but remember the reason for the season. Hard work does pay off, but it takes a vision to make anything happen. I can remember one thing happening growing up. I remember the time when I first started smoking. Yeah, it's a little story about this one. I won't talk about it. I can remember one thing that happened growing up. I remember the first time when I started smoking, like I was saying, but I decided to stay home that Sunday from church. So I got up after I knew Mama had pulled out the driveway, or I thought she pulled out the driveway. And me being so stupid, a lot of the cigarette in the house, she must have forgotten something. I don't know what it was. All I heard was pull back up. It's funny now, but she was like, "What is that smell?" You know, I got the dumb face. I don't smell nothing, I reply. What I did not know is that a person that does not smoke got it nose like a bloodhound and can smell anything, laughing out loud. But anyway, she found it in the toilet, and she was very hot with me. I'm telling you, growing up, there is always something going on or happening. There is never a dull moment for real. I remember the life lesson, the time that she made me cut grass today for summer school. You went to school for 9 months and played around. Now, I'm not going to pay for this class. So, yes, I had to cut grass all summer long for being a class clown. I'm still funny these days, you know. I just had to throw that in there. Lessons learned. Good parents don't slack up on you. They will teach you or break you one. And she broke this. She had 2 rules. You had to go to the next grade, and you had to graduate or be homeless one. I didn't think I wanted to be homeless at an early age, so I went ahead and graduated. It was a requirement. You was not going to lay up in her house while she went to work. That was not going to happen. I know nowadays, new age parenting, they let the parents go to work, they let the kids stay behind, watch BET, play video games that they brought, eat up their food, run their central heat in the air all day, not doing what they need to do. But, oh, no, in this household, if you didn't go to school, you had to get on a job. You was not going to lay up in here while my mom went to work. Oh, no, that was not going to happen, Captain. See, parents, if you teach your children how to be an adult, they will be adults and not just be playing around. I always thought my mother was very hard and mean, but now I see that she was being real and wanting us to be grown people and not just bums. Anyone can be a bum. It does not take training. You do nothing, and there you go, boom. There's no mixture of nothing else but being lazy, not wanting to excel, being the best you can be. There's no call for that. I remember when I was in college, I pushed myself. I studied very hard because I figured, hey, my mama can get a 4.0 average with 4 kids, working all these jobs and working in the church. I have no kids, so I figure I can do the same thing. So I didn't play around. I did graduate with like a 3.7, I think. It was pretty high, but I didn't get a 4.0. But that's okay, though. I set myself up to strive to be the best because I had a good role model and a good example to go by. Everyone knows it was not easy raising 4 kids by yourself. You have to have God because kids will drive you crazy. We will fight, break things, get mad at each other, say some things. Yes, it can do it can be a lot of things. And every day is not going to be heaven on earth with 4 kids. Because, boy, I tell you, we did some crazy. It was a lot of craziness. Not really that much craziness, but you can only imagine. Like I said earlier, there was a lot of fighting over the front seat, the TV, and who ate the last of the cookies or drank up all the Kool-Aid. I'm just saying, things like that happens. Like, it was never a dull moment. I'm telling you, it was crazy. But not too crazy. It was just a normal routine of a family in a household. And yes, the bathroom was quite something else. When you got 4 people, 1 bathroom, in the morning getting ready for school, and I ain't gonna call nobody's name out there like that, but you got one sister that take hours to get ready. Lord knows I don't know what she did in there for hours. But she know who she is. And you know they said the guilty party will speak. Oh, yeah, I remember that one time also, growing up, that I missed the bus. And my mom made me walk to school. It wasn't a long walk. I thought it was a long walk, but it really wasn't that long. But anyway, I thought it was a forever walk. I was too mad. But she said she wasn't going to take me to school because she was tired, and that's all I had to do was get up and get ready and catch the bus that came out front every morning. Yeah, and she got tired of taking us to school, too, for missing the bus. So, you know, sometimes you got to teach a lesson every now and then. But growing up was another whole story. But when I was a child, I thought like a child and acted like a child. And when I became a man, or in this case, we became men or women, we put away childish things. So with that being said, we love you, Mother, from Ramon, Stacy, Jennifer, Jason, James, nephew, niece. And I also learned family is very important. No matter how crazy things get, we got each other. And that's all we got is family. I know sometimes a lot of families get broke up because everybody's upset about something that happened so many moons ago, and people can't let it go. But it's true. When we was growing up, we fought like cats and dogs, especially me and Stacy. Boy, that's what it was when you growing up. You do childish and stupid things. It's to be expected. But when you get older, you let that stuff go and join adulthood and realize that there's nobody or nothing like tomorrow. You never know what might happen or might not happen because people live in here every day. And this is the holidays, and I know there's a lot going on with people trying to buy gifts and all that good stuff, but this also is a season to be thankful and be rejoiceful if you got parents that are still living, because I know some people don't have a mother or father living. They bury both of them. And some people just have one parent still living. And some people have a parent and a step-parent. I mean, it's all kind of combinations of parents or whatever. But as younger generation, we have to respect our elders and stay in our lane and not try to tell them how to live because they done taught us and showed us how to live. So who's greater than who? You have to know your place. That's like me trying to tell God what to do when He done told me what I need to do. I'm not in my lane if I'm trying to be the boss. As I was saying, it costs to be the boss. Well, when you're a parent and you're running your household, I can't tell you how to be parents, but you cannot be your children's friend. That's not your job. You are the leader. You're not on their level of thinking and understanding. So you have that old adage of do as I say and not as I do, that really don't work, because if you're doing any and everything, what you think going to happen? Your kids going to do any and everything. You have to be the role model for your children to follow. My mother was a role model for us to follow as how to be an adult and what to look for. Oh, Lord, I'm going to go ahead and say what would make a good woman and not a good woman. If you don't measure up to a mother's standards, I'm just saying, I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, I'm not judging nobody, but everybody who has a good mother know what they're looking for in a wife, a girlfriend, or somebody they want to build a future with. I'm just tossing that out there. And I know a lot of ladies saying, well, why can't I find a good man, or whatever? Well, first of all, you have to be a good woman. And to be a good woman, that means you have to do good things. That means you have to work hard. I mean, not everybody's going to go to college, but you do have to have a good work ethic about yourself. You have to be a good leader. You have to know how to manage money. You have to know how to rule with an iron thumb or an iron fist. And you can't take you ain't got time for no playing around. You don't have time to worry about what your neighbor's doing or not doing. I mean, you said you want a good man. Well, you got to shape up, and get it right. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, I know a lot of people saying, there he go again, but I'm just saying what I know as I grew up and an adult now, what will make or break you. And if you spend all your money and time doing foolishness, how can you accomplish buying a house, starting a business, or retirement? Because remember, when you do live to be older, you're going to retire one day. And we always been taught to be forward thinkers and not just wait till something happens. We always been taught to prepare for when it happens, because sometimes things happen out of the blue. So in other words, you can't spend all your check partying because you might get a flat tire or something. But as a parent, you teach your kids these things. And as kids, we have to learn these things that we think Mama was mean by making us go to church all the time, but she was doing her job to make sure that we did learn the right and the wrong thing. I mean, you might not see it back then because you're young and silly, and you only thinking with limited amount of knowledge. You're only 10, trying to think like a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old. That's not your place. Like I said, you have to stay in your lane as a child. Back in those days, you could not be a child in grown-up conversation. You got your butt toe up. Nowadays, kids telling their parents, girl, look what I heard. For real? Back then, you got toe out of frame. You had to stay in your own conversation. But now things have become relaxed, and parents have become relaxed, and they're letting loose on their standards for how things should be and don't be. But when I grew up, you had to do certain things. You had chores to do, and you had to get them done. I mean, I look back now, good thing I did them, even though I didn't want to do them. Anybody want to cut no grass? It's hot outside. Anybody want to wash no dishes? Anybody want to make up no bed? You know what I'm saying? A lot of things you didn't want to do, but you had no choice but to do. Because back then, the laws were not as nice. There was only one law. And that was the ruler of the house, rule everything. And if you think you was too grown to follow her rules, well, you know what you can do? Pack up your little stuff, move in your own house, and make your own rules. Back then, parents didn't play around like they're doing now. But like they said back then, they meant it. They did not argue with you. It was not a discussion. It was not a debate. It was, well, let me get back and Google what I think. No, there was none of that. What was laid down was laid down. If you didn't like it and you thought you was man or woman enough to do what you want to do, well, guess what? You had to pack your stuff up and go. And you couldn't come back. Once you was going, you was gone. That was a wrap. If you thought you was that grown, oh, trust and believe. Parents back then, I'm telling you, they did not play. They had an old school mythology about them. Nowadays, people can talk how they want to talk to their parents. They can beat their parents. Oh, you might have raised your hand, but when you got through, somebody would have to pick your body up. But however, things are not like they used to be. Everything is so lenient and carefree. But we see how that going. We got babies having babies. We got people in and out of jail. We got people on drugs, strung out. I'm not saying all this didn't happen back then either, but it's more so now than ever. Yeah, we got people that are very dysfunctional and can't do the basics. And if you can't do the basics, how you gonna go past that? If you can never solve 2 plus 2, how you gonna solve 2 plus 2 minus x equal? Not gonna happen, Captain. Oh yeah, I got a side note of something that I've been talking about too. If you feel the need to drink, have a good time or whatever, please, when you drunk, you get in your car, sit on the passenger side, lay in the back seat. Everybody got cell phones now. You can call or text a friend, sibling, brother, sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your parents, your best friend, or whoever, and tell them, hey, I need somebody to come pick me up, and I'll just get my car later. Please be safe. I know this is the holidays, and I know a lot of people plan to have a good time, hang out with friends, pour some drinks or whatever. I'm not knocking drinking. I'm not saying don't drink. That's not my place. But I'm saying if you're listening to Food for the Soul, I'm saying just be careful and safe while you're drinking so that you don't get into trouble or cause trouble. And I know a lot of times this year they have like the bars or restaurants have where you can ride for free within a certain mileage of where you're at. They will call a cab for you and let them pick you up and drop you off and let you get your car the next day. I mean, it's better to be safe than sorry, because we done had some accidents this year that have been posted or on the news about people drinking and driving and killing other people. I mean, it's sad, but you have to be so careful these days. Because life is short, and anything can happen really fast. This has been a episode that's kind of special to me, and it's a birthday gift to the greatest mother in the world, the greatest mother to me, Ruby Weldon Gadsden. And as I said, check me out on Blogspot, Food for the Soul. Follow me on Twitter at RCW112. Email me at rcw112@yahoo.com or weldonr12@gmail.com. If you have any feedback or anything you would like to say to me, I hope everyone had a great past weekend. And remember to call me in at 5 o'clock every Monday at 646-915-9934. Once again, 5 o'clock every Monday, Food for the Soul on Blog Talk Radio, 646-915-9934. If you want to talk or make comments. My question for you, and I look forward to the answers on email. What is important to you in a relationship? Please email me your answers to this question at, once again, rcw112@yahoo.com or weldonr112@gmail.com. I'm looking for feedback on this question. What are you looking for, or what do you think will make a good relationship for you? Not nobody else, but for you. What are you looking for? What qualities are you seeking in your mate? And once again, my little sister have a birthday tomorrow, Jennifer Weldon. How old are you going to be, Jennifer? I forgot. But anyway, I wish her happy birthday for tomorrow, too. And to Keith, who had a birthday today, happy birthday to him as well. So happy birthday to Ruby Weldon Gadsden, Jennifer Rose Weldon, and Keith Fields. This has been a great Food for the Soul episode, because I'm saying that I had a great mom, and I'm glad she was hard and taught us how to be adults and not act like kids. And she was learning everything that she did. and everything had a plan and a purpose. So, once again, thank you for dropping in on Food for the Soul, and I wish you many more birthdays, Ruby Weldon Gasson, Keith Fields, Jennifer Rose Weldon, and remember, Food for the Soul is a trademark by Ramon Clayton Weldon, and it's growing, and I'm feeling it growing. So I hope you enjoyed this past weekend, and I hope you enjoy this upcoming week. But remember, please be safe while you're celebrating. Thank you again for dropping in. Remember, I'll see you in outer space. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it.
Oh, Mom, I hope you enjoy your birthday gift. Love you.
Yeah.
And again, thank you, Vicky, for singing happy birthday. Love you too as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it. Down to it. Those who don't do it. We drink cause we used to it. All you see is spark fly. All you see is spark.
Oh, yeah. Please check out R-Star on YouTube. He's doing some good things. Check out his video. It's hot. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we drink. See, now we do it.
Oh, yeah. Great news, everybody. Just reached 19,000 hits on my blog, Food for the Soul. Remember, I started this blog last October, and a year later, I'm already at 19,000 hits. That's over 1,000 and something hits a month. So keep checking it out. New recipes, new food for the thought. Yeah, I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it.
19,000 people have checked out my blog. 19,000. You know how many people that is? Hopefully next year this time I'll be saying, guess what? I hit 1 million. That's my goal.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it. Down to it. Those who don't do it. We drink cause we used to it. All you see is spark fly. All you see is spark fly. All you see is spark fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. All you see is spark fly. All you see is spark fly. All you see is spark fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. Bottles, bottles, bottles after bottles till it's gone. All you missing is a kush, proper way to bring it home. Oh, I'm so faded. Sparklers on bottles just to show you that I made it. Bad bitches that bring it, bad bitches that favorite. She said she wanna taste it, so it's bad bitches to taste it. All you see is sparkle fly. Now the whole club look like 4th of July. Popping all these bottles, bad bitches they follow, they model. Some rock on the table, drink without the chaser. We drink without the chaser, yeah, we drink without the chaser. Bottles up but never down. We take it to the head, now it's upside down. All you
Ma, remember, you did a great job with what you had, and I think everybody turned out pretty well. So never look down and say you could have did better. You did an outstanding job, and we're proud of it. Thank you. Be blessed. Love.
Yeah. Yeah. You know we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it. Down to it. Don't do it. We drink cause we used to it. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. Bottles after bottles till it's gone. All you missing is a kush, proper way to bring it home. Oh, I'm so faded. Sparklers on bottles just to show you that I made it. Bad bitches that bring it, bad bitches that favorite. She said she wanna taste it, so it's bad bitches to taste it. All you see is fucking fly. Now the whole club look like 4th of July. Popping all these bottles, bad bitches they follow, they model. Still rock on the table, we drink without the chaser. We drink.
And to Uncle may you rest in heaven. And thanks for being a good uncle.
Yep.
I mean, great uncle. Love everybody. And this has been food for the soul. Remember, where there's love, there's happiness, and everything else that go along with that. So please overlook things that happened years ago. Get past that. There's no need to hold on to that. Let it go. It's done. Stop bearing up stuff that happened so long ago. Forgive and forget. How else can you get into heaven? By holding on to grudges and stuff that happened that were mistakes or misdeeds. Remember, love is the key that will break chains.
Yeah. Yeah. You know we drink. See, now we do it. Up to it. Down to it. Don't do it. We drink cause we used to it. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. All you see is fucking fly. Now the whole club look like it's 4th of July. Bottles after bottles till it's gone. All you missing is a kush, proper way to bring it home.